didn't expect to be narrating a battle so soon after the other one. I mean, it's gonna be like 2 uploads in a row of Wi-Fi battles. That's like, whoa, I've never seen that since like a long time. So we have an OU battle against krypton998. It's a standard match and it's a pretty cool one. So it's a really long battle, so not that long, but it's still longer than my usual battle. So he leads with the Claydol, I lead off with Uxie. I know he's just gonna spin my rocks away if I try to set him up, so I'm just gonna go for the Wild Chase just to get some super effective damage off and switch out. So I know he's gonna set up Stealth Rock, so I'm just going to Mega for now, so he doesn't have to take Stealth Rock damage when it comes back in. So I figured he'd predict he'd fear the bug move and stay in. And switch. So I go for the U-turn thinking he'd switch, but actually didn't. So I figured the only reason he'd stay in at this point was that he knows he can barely live and go for the explosion. So I go into my Rachi, which is the best thing I have to take an explosion because it's the only thing that I have that resists normal. So I go into Rachi, he explodes, does like half because this is Gen 4 where explosion is like good and stuff. So he goes into Ape now. I'm just going to go for the U-turn to scout out, see if it's Scarfed or not. It's not, and it's probably Mix Ape because what Ape isn't Mix Ape? So I'm going to go into Starmie predicting fire move. He goes for the overheat. I was kind of expecting fire blast. So overheat does a lot more than I would have liked, which is bad. So I know right here is going to be still afraid of me killing him with Surf because he knows he knows I'm faster. So I'm going to go for the rapid spin predicting the switch. Thank God he did because that Infernape could have tore through my team. And I do get Stealth Rocks off, which is awesome because now I can switch back into Mega and not worry about that. And since Claydol is dead, they'll be off for the rest of the match. So we're going to Uxie now because I figure it's the best chance I have to set up my own Stealth Rock. So he goes for the Wish just to wish up, I guess, whatever he wants to do. So I'm just going to go for my Stealth Rocks because setting them up is nice. And he goes back into Infernape, so that is cool. He's going to get that healed up a bit, and I get my Stealth Rocks up, which is fair. So I know I could live any hit from this Ape. He goes for the Stone Edge. I guess predicting switching to Starmie there. That was a weird play, but okay. And I'm just going to go for the Light Screen because I thought he'd overheat, but whatever. He switches out, goes into Scissor, and he going Bullet Punch for show. And yeah, I'm going to go for the Reflect now. I know he's going to Pursuit, and so I just decided to stay. I just switch anyways because there's no real point of U-turning because it still hit me. So whatever, he pursues doesn't do much because I'm an Uxie and I have a Reflect up and stuff. I go into Jirachi, switches out for the Fire Punch, and I predict a switch and go for the U-turn. So I see the Vaporeon again, so now I'm just going to go into my best bet to kill it off in one hit, and that is my choice band Mamoswine here, Ellie, named after, Ice Age 2 and stuff. So yeah, I'm just going to go for the choice band, Earthquake, and he protects just to get some lefties gain, yeah. And I thought this would do a lot more than it did, and it does like nothing. Well, it does a bunch. Like this still does a lot. It's friggin' stab 130 base power Earthquake off of choice banded Mamoswine, but it does. I thought it'd kill, and the fact that it didn't really puts this Vaporeon as a huge threat to my team because he can just Wish Protect stall me out because he can heal off more than I can do with Earthquake because that's how Wish Protect works. So he can just stall me out for basically forever. He can just stall me out of Earthquakes if I want. I'm just going to keep staying and keep Earthquaking. Maybe I'll get a crit. Maybe I'll get lucky. But he is going to switch out here, figuring that that's going to be boring. So switches into a Zapdos. I don't know why he didn't do that in the first place. If he had an Earthquake resist, I don't know why he didn't go out into it. And my Light Screen does wear off. He switches into the Zapdos. I'm just going to switch out into my Uxie to set up my Light Screen again. But he just predicts a switch of some sort and goes for the Roar, which is cool. And he bores me into my Mega. So I know Choice Specs Bug Buzz will do a lot after Tinted Lens. So I'm just going to go for the Bug Buzz. And it's not going to kill him, which I figured it wouldn't, even though it's probably not special defensive Zapdos. Zapdos is just awesome tank. So he goes with the Discharge, and that does take me out with a crit. That crit didn't matter. I did do the calc. It just didn't matter because it would. It may have mattered if I had like awesome, like perfect IVs, but I don't because I breed. So whatever. Discharge crit didn't matter, so whatever. He's at a point of health where he can't switch out of Stealth Rocks or he'll die, so I'm just going to go into Starmie. I know he's going to stay and he's going to Surf to quick kill him off. And I only went to Starmie so I can get some more lefties gain, because I don't have Recover on this thing anymore, and I should probably put it back on. But then I have to get rid of Thunderbolt or stuff, whatever. So yeah, he goes into Scissor, he traps me in because he's just going to Pursuit, obviously. I'm just going to go for the Surf to get some damage off, and it looks like to be at a point where it can't switch back into Stealth Rocks again, but it's not, and that's gonna bite me in the ass at the end of this game. So yeah, I go back into Mamoswine because I know I can scare him out. I'm just gonna go for the Earthquake because now that Zapdos is dead, he pretty much has no Earthquake resist. In fact, Mamoswine can pretty much destroy anything on his team now. He goes into Machamp, basically his Death Fodder. I do get a crit here. This crit probably may have mattered depending on what EV spread he was running, but even if the crit did matter, there's not much Machamp could have done to me except maybe Bullet Punch me because I am faster. So the crit didn't really matter at the end of the game. He goes in the Infernape. I'm just fearing whatever. I'm just going to go into Uxie because Uxie can pretty much wall it. And he goes for the Overheat. That is going to take me out, I believe. Is it? And it does take me out. That sucks. So yeah, over he takes me out. He is special attacks Lord, but it's only special move, so it doesn't really matter. I'm gonna go into Jirachi now because I know he can't kill me. I'm just gonna go for the safe Iron Head here. I think I probably should have went for the U-turn there, but I did go for the Iron Head there. And here starts this really long Jirachi Vaporeon war. I just keep Iron Heading because I just kind of want to whittle down this PP because I really can't do anything to this Vaporeon. So Q long stall war and my thought process at the time was to try to get it to a low enough point of health where Mamoswine can take it out with Earthquake, but I realized that he can just outstall me forever, so even if I get like unless I get like 100,000 million flinches. And I was running out of Iron Head PP at the time, so I'm going to Dragonite, my last reveal Pokemon. I'm just going to try to set up on this thing, because this is the only way I'm going to win this match at this point. I go for the Dragonance. He's going to Toxic me, so he does have Toxic over the Ice Beam or the HP Electric, which is something only I'd run. I have a Toxic Vaporeon too. That's cool. So he does get his wish back. He's at full now. I'm just gonna go for the second Dragonance because at the very least I need 2 to 1-8 KO him with Outrage. So he's gonna go for the wish now. And right here I should have outraged. If I outraged here, I pretty much could have won the match. So because I thought the Scissor was dead, but it's not. And he's gonna get the wish back up. And now I can't do anything to this Dragonite because I could Extreme Speed, which would outspeed the Bullet Punch because I have more speed now. Because of course my Dragonance is, but it's not gonna kill it that much health. So I have to go for the Fire Punch, hoping maybe Bullet Punch won't kill me, but it is gonna be enough to take me down. And that's pretty much gonna be the game because that was my last chance to win the game. So I'm just gonna go into Jirachi, and I know I can scare him off with the Fire Punch. I'm just gonna go for the safe Fire Punch because again I know it's a game at this point, so no point of U-turning or predicting or whatever. So Fire Punch, he switches back into Vaporeon. I'm just gonna stay in, and he's finally gonna decide to kill me, which is what I was waiting for. If he killed me, I could have just went to Mamoswine and killed the stupid Vaporeon off earlier on the match, but he just refused to kill me. He just kept stalling me, which is annoying. So I go for I can't really blame him. I mean, I'm a Jirachi. I'm sitting there flinching him all day, but whatever. I go for some more Fire Punch. He's gonna surf for the 2-hit KO. There's the second surf, and down goes my Jirachi. I'm just gonna go now into my last Mamoswine and hopefully just go for the Earthquake, even though I know it won't kill unless I get a crit, which will never happen because it's me. So he just protects to get some lefties gain. It's so annoying. God, this Vaporeon is annoying. This Vaporeon is equally as annoying as my Jirachi in this match. I think they're both responsible for how annoying that Star War was. Like that was the most annoying thing. I just kept there sitting there mashing the A button while I was like listening to something or watching TV. I like was barely paying attention to the match through that entire Star War. So yes, Earthquake doesn't kill. Surf's gonna be a 1-8 KO, which is kind of surprising when they get into Vaporeon's an awesome tank. Whatever, good game. Bye guys. I'll probably have it Let's Play up tomorrow.